Hello and welcome to this Java beginner tutorial. Today we are going to learn about jar. We will see what a jar file is, why do we need jar files, how can we create a jar file from our project, and then we will also look at how can we extract the contents out from a jar file. So let us begin and let us see what a jar file is. So jar is an acronym for Java archive. And what does this actually means is a jar file is a compressed format of a compiled Java project. To understand it, let us look into this image. So you can see when we compile our Java code, all the source files which are .java extension are compiled into bytecode which are files with .class extension. And when we create a jar file, all these class files or the bytecode is compressed and a jar file is created with all these class files, and this jar file can be used by external programs, and it can also be used to distribute our source code or our application to different people. Okay, so if I have to write it down, I will say this is a compressed format of a compiled Java project or Java program. Uh, Please notice this is a compressed format of the compiled Java project. So it will contain .class files and not the .java files. So we can say it contains .class files and plus metadata and some other resources. So we will look into details what exactly we mean by this. So it will be a combination of .class files, and then we can have some metadata which will be some information about these .class files, and in larger projects we can have some other resources like some text files or some image files as well. Okay, and now why do we exactly need the jar files? So it is needed, and jar files are used to distribute Java code, or you can say the Java libraries, for use by other projects. Okay, to understand this, let us go to a Java mail jar. If you go to your browser and type Java mail jar, you get an option to download this Java mail jar. Okay, and if you go here, you see all the .class files are there along with some other files which are packaged into a zip file which we call as a jar file. Okay, so what does this mean is somebody has created a project and has created all the source code for sending email through Java, and then he has compiled his program and converted all the compiled class files into a jar file, which is this jar file. So when we get this jar file, we get all the source code and we can use all these features into our Java program. So we do not have to write a program to send email through Java right from scratch. We can use this jar file. Similarly, if you are writing your program and you think that it can be used by somebody, so you can compile your program, package it into a jar file, and then you can distribute it. The other use is you can also use jar file for direct execution of Java program. And by direct execution, we mean without the use of any IDE. So if you are able to compress and convert your program into a jar file, you can use this for direct execution and you do not have to go to the Eclipse IDE or any other IDE. Okay, so this is what a jar file is in very basic manner, and why do we need jar files. Now let us go to how to create jar file from Java project. So let us say this is the Java project that we created. This is a program that we created in our last sessions. And if I want to create a jar file out of this, what I'm going to do is I will go to my project here and I will do right click and I will say export. Okay, export. and here I can type jar. I get an option of jar file. Select this, go to next, and here you have to select the location. Okay, so let us do one thing. Let us create a new folder where I will save all my jar files. Here I will create a new folder, jar, and I will give this location. Okay, even if you are on Windows, you will do the same thing. You will create a folder, or wherever you want you can save your jar file. So I'm going to give this location. This is jar, and I will give hello world dot jar, and click on next. Click on next. So here you will find it is asking for which is the main class. Okay, this is important because you have to tell your jar file what is the main class that it has to execute. So I will select hello world. Okay, and finish. Warnings are okay. So now if I go to this folder, I have this hello world.jar. Okay, now if I have to execute it, I will go to my command prompt or the terminal in case of Mac. So let me go to command prompt and let me go to this particular location. I'm going to terminal because I am on Mac, and I will go to this location and I will say java space hyphen jar and the name of my jar file, and I will execute, and it has executed my program. Okay, so this is becomes very handy that you can create a jar file out of your project and then you can execute it directly, and you can also send this jar file to anybody and he can import this jar file into his project, and all the code that you have written becomes available to that program, and we will look into detail how exactly we do that. Okay, now we have seen and we have said that jar is a compressed format of a compiled Java project, and if that is true, we should also be able to decompress it. So let us try. Let us right click on this jar file, and you can use any unzip utility. So in my case I'm using this one. So I'm unzipping it and I have got a folder. I've got a folder with hello world. Let me open this, and what I have got is I have got my package and my dot class file, and also I have got a meta inf, which is information about which is the main class. So if I open it with uh, some text editor, let me open it with some text editor. And you can see this particular manifest.mf file has the information about your main class. So this is important, and this becomes available when we select what is the main class that this jar file should execute. So in case you do not use this, you might get errors when you try to execute your jar file. Okay, but if we go to this folder, we have the bytecode, which is the dot class file. Sometimes you might also require to get back the Java file or the source code. In that case, what you can do is you can go to your browser and search for Java decompiler. Okay, when we compile our java.java files, it gets converted to dot class file, and to convert dot class file back to dot java file, we have to use a decompiler, and here you can use this particular decompiler. And here, this is a Java decompiler. This is a program written by someone, and this is a very good utility to decompile the dot class files. You can either download the GUI, so you can select your operating system and download the GUI. In my case, I have done this for Mac, or you can also add it as a plugin to Eclipse. Okay, in my case I have downloaded the GUI. So once you download and start it, you will get this app, and let me start it. and here you will open the jar file. So in my case it is located in desktop, tools, java, jar, and hello world.jar, and now you can see it has decompiled and given me back my .java file. So I can look into my program exactly what this jar file contains. Okay, so this is all about jar file. Some of the people say that jar is a topic which should be taught as an intermediate or advanced level of Java training, but I believe that if you are clear with the very basic concepts of a topic, it becomes very easy for you to understand the advanced concepts of the same topic. So I believe this was very easy to understand and you got it. In our next sessions we will look into more details about the jar file. Hope you like it. Keep learning Java. Thank you.